Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have, as you can see, a massive home bargains haul to share with you today. I spent well over £100, I think it was 139 something or other on all of this, plus also a crate of beers for Matt, which are not here because he's already started on them, and the rest, thank you Chester, are in the kitchen. So I'm going to start with the yarn here because I've had to bundle a lot onto the table today to share this with you. And I'm going to start trying to take stuff off of the table just to give myself a bit of space to share things with you. So I'm trying to build up my yarn stash. If you see my mum's yarn stash, this is nothing. But I picked up sort of one of every colour that they had because I want to do loads of different knitting and crochet projects. And I've only got a few that I've bought specifically for different things. And a couple of colours that I've bought in a charity shop. So I just, as I say, bought one of everything. So they had black, and these are 100-gram balls. Then I picked up this blue, but then Matt's noticed that there was a slightly different shade of blue, so I picked one of each up. There's this kind of pinky red colour. Then we've got this mint green, which is gorgeous. We've got a very, very pale pink. Oh, they're falling off. And then a slightly brighter pink. So I picked one of each of those up. Let me pick up the two that have fallen on the floor before the dog gets them. Picked up this lemon yellow. And this one I didn't notice. I thought I had them all. And then I probably wouldn't use this colour, but I picked it up anyway. Because I did just watch a video on the Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. They linked to this scrap monster where you use really bright colours for that. And although I wouldn't be using scraps because I haven't actually started projects, I would use this yarn for that. There's this like mauvey lilac-y colour. I have a really nice lilac in my stash which came from a charity shop. So I wasn't too sure on this one, but I picked it up anyway because I'm sure there's something I could do with that. I ended up picking up two white because I thought this one was cream, because in the shop they really looked, oh, let me not drop it on the floor, so the other one goes. They really looked different colours in the store, but on the camera and here they don't look too dissimilar. But yeah, I picked one of each up. This one here does feel softer, whereas this one is a brighter white. So yeah, I picked up one of each. Then there's this pale grey, and then this kind of light brown colour. So yeah, so I picked, those were all the loose ones. I'm just going to take those off the table. And then I also picked up these 3 packs. I think these were the only 2 colours. No, there was one other that had sort of shades of cream and brown, which I didn't pick up. I didn't really like the look of it. Again, I bought these with those knitted scrap monsters in mind, particularly this one. I thought for the tentacles it would look really good. For those of you that do crochet, you might know what I'm talking about. But also worry worms as well. These are really, really fun for a worry worm, which is something that I'm trying to learn. But I've been doing. I've made quite a few already. And these were $1.99 for the 3 balls. These ones are only, can't find the weight of these. Oh, look, 50 grams. So you're getting 150 grams for £2, whereas the other ones you're getting 200 grams for £2. And I suppose that's because these are sort of the more colourful patterns. That must be why. And then sticking with the craft things, near the yarn, I spotted a few different things. So I did pick up this Pom-Pom Maker. No idea why, just that I don't have one, and it was only £1.49, so I thought they might be quite useful to keep hold of. I picked up some stitch markers because I don't have any, and there was something I was watching the other day where somebody was using these, and actually it would make more sense to have them. So they were 99p for these, you get 20 of them. I think I'd probably use these ones more than those ones. And also these stitch counters, because there are a few occasions where it's really late at night and I'm losing track of which row I'm on. So these would be really useful to pop. I think you pop them on the end of your needle and then you turn them. There's a little counter, you can't see it, but there's a little counter on them that you can turn and obviously keep track of where you're at. And they were 99p as well. One of the reasons I went to that aisle is because I needed these. Now, I didn't realise this kind of thing existed. I was at my parents' the other day and my mum was knitting, and she had what just looked like to me a giant safety pin where she was putting one of the legs of the clown on while she knitted the other. And she was talking to me, she said they're stitch holders, and she'd got this 3-pack of them from Home Bargains. This is $1.49, so she lent me one of them, which I've been using at the moment, but I can give that one back. And I did buy myself 2 because if ever I was doing a project where I needed more than one of a particular size, I thought they'd be really useful to have. So yeah, they're $1.49 each. And they did also have in this range, this sort of the Yarn Company range, a set of crochet hooks. There were 3, a silver, a red and a blue. And I didn't pick them up because I've got some crochet hooks. I've got a really nice set from Amazon. They've got like coloured rubber holders, but actually they're quite big for my hands sometimes. And I am thinking I should have picked up the set because they're a little bit thinner. They're a bit smoother to use potentially. So next time I'm in Home Bargains, I might pick those up. And then I also did pick up the thread cutter. This was 79p. I do already have one of these, and I got it from a craft website and definitely paid a lot more than 79p. And it's in my sewing box, but this would be really useful to just keep in my knitting bag, just for when I'm snipping off the ends of yarns and things. So that was sort of the craft items that I picked up. And then not for crafting, but some random items, as in they're not craft items, but some random items I picked up for crafting were these little hairbands. I really liked the little hearts on them, and these were 99p for 6. And I thought, would I, in the range, pay 99p for these 6 little embellishments? And I probably would. That's about the right kind of price. So I could either try and get them off of the hairbands or incorporate the hairbands in some way. So I picked up the hearts, and they also had a stars version. So I thought they would be fun for crafting. And I watch Leanna quite a lot, who is, oh, what's her channel name? My mind's gone completely blank. I can't think of her channel name, but it's to do with a deal. I'd have to write it below. But anyway, she often uses pill boxes to put little goodies inside, and I thought that would be good to include in Happy Mail. I haven't done a Happy Mail for so long. I really, really would like to. And these were 79p, so I picked up a couple of those. So I think that's all the craft items. So then this is random. I picked up a couple of trolley buddies. These are 39p because the number of times one of us doesn't have £1 for a trolley, and then you're trying to get all your shopping in a basket. So I picked up a football for Matt, and I picked up this one, which he laughed at, Born to Shop, which is definitely me. So yeah, they're only 39p, which I think is a really, really good price. And then toiletry-wise, I picked up a couple of packets of these big cotton wool oval pads. I get these every time I'm in there. They're only 69p. I use a couple of those a day. Picked up these face wipes. So these are sensitive, fragrance-free face wipes. I don't really use face wipes, but at this time of year, sometimes you just need to get the sort of sun cream and everything off your face. And my face at the moment, I think because of stress from school, my dermatitis / psoriasis, we're not really too sure what it is, but I get it all over my face. It's just starting to flare a little bit. So I'm trying to keep my face makeup free as possible, but a flannel sometimes is just a bit too harsh at the end, like in the middle of the day. So just something like this is a bit more gentle. So I picked up a couple of those. They were 2 for £1. Picked up a couple of deodorants because I don't have much left in mine. So I picked up this Sure Cotton Dry antiperspirant, and I also picked up to try a Dove one, which is their limited edition refreshing summer ritual one, which is aloe vera and rose water scent. I don't normally like rose, but I do like aloe vera, so we'll see how that goes. They were £1 each, and I have completely swapped to these roll-on deodorants from antiperspirant sprays. I just find that they're so much better. I definitely don't feel sweaty with these. When you first put them on, they're really wet. And for me, that was a bit unusual at first, and I found it a bit uncomfortable for the first sort of 5-10 minutes. But now it doesn't bother me because I know I'm just going to feel dry all day. So definitely recommend the roll-ons. And then picked up a new spray for Matt. We were laughing at this, leather and cookies, and we thought it was going to smell disgusting. He sprays a little bit in the store, and it actually smelled really nice. We picked it up for him. It was $1.99. And also I picked up a shower cap, just for when I'm showering and I need... Sorry, I keep having to pause because the dog's going bad in the background. Yeah, sometimes I just want to shower and I don't want to wash my hair, and I have to use the little bit of the shower rather than the big one. So it's just useful to have a shower cap in my stash, and this was only £1.49 and just such a fun summer print, so I picked it up. Then I've got these Waterfresh Allergy Comfort wipes. So these are designed like the hay fever wipes. But the hay fever wipes were 89p for 36, and the Kleenex ones were 99p for 40, and these were much bigger. So I felt like this was better value for money, and I just thought both Matt and I suffer from hay fever. My eyes haven't been too bad this year, touch wood. I've just been sneezing mostly, but now and again my eyes have been getting itchy. So rather than just put eye drops in, this might just do enough. Just wipe around your face, get the allergens off, and it should do what it needs to. So picked, yeah, just one of those up to try. Picked up a couple of baby wipes for the dog, because the dog's fur is ridiculously long, and occasionally he leaves a little bit of poo residue. So these would be really useful to just grab him, so we don't have to bath him like all of the time, but just to sort of get that off when he's first had a poo. So there you go. Fun new things that I'm going to be buying on my channel. 49p for each of these, and I just picked up two while I was in there. And I think that's it mostly for the toiletries, except for these, which are just some really fun summer hand sanitizers. I do have big hand sanitizer that my sister bought me from Costco, that the plan was to keep topping things up, but I've now just taken it into school because it's got a really alcoholic scent. So I just alcoholic scent, that's not what it meant, and that was a bit of a awful way to explain it. The smell of alcohol is really, really strong with that one, so I don't really like it very much. But these I thought would be really fun just to pop in my bag, especially over the summer. It's useful to have if you're going to a picnic, things like that. So I picked up a pineapple and a watermelon. Just really liked those. And then the plan is to refill these bottles, but I never do. I just end up buying more fun ones. And then finally, I picked up some of these light up bath bombs for a friend at work. We're talking about how much her son loves a bath bomb, and she was talking about the ones that she gets in from Lush. And I was telling her about these that I buy for my friend's son, and she asked me if I was ever in there to pick some up for her. So they're £1.49, and I've picked her up 3 so that she can have those for her son. So that's it for toiletries. So then I'm going to just whiz through the food, and then we'll go on to sort of the home and cleaning and the doggy bits. So just picked up these 2 Maggie's chicken bags. We don't have any left, and they're useful to have in the cupboard for those nights where you're just a bit tired, you're not really sure what you want, and you just chuck some chicken in a bag. So we picked up the Italian herbs, which I've had before. It's nice, but we've never had the butter chicken one before. So we're going to give that one a go. So it tells you what's in there, and it tells you how to do it and everything on the back. So they were 2 for £1. Then I picked up this 6-pack of Branston baked beans because we'd run out, and that was £2.49 for those. Picked up some Skinny Crunch bars because these are really good for a little snack. They didn't have any of the flavours that I normally get, so I picked up some new ones. So they had peanut butter snack bar, but they only had 1 of those. They had, oh, I'm throwing it, chocolate, oh, where did it go? I don't even know where it went. This one? There we go. Chocolate orange. I think we've had the chocolate orange actually. That was really nice. And then they also had sticky toffee pudding. Sticky toffee chocolate bar. Snack bar even. And they're £1 a box, and you get 5 in each. So yeah, and they're guilt-free because they're only 75 calories. And I actually prefer these now to the Skinny Whips. I do like the Skinny Whips, but I definitely prefer the Crunch. Picked Matt up a Nando's sauce. He normally buys the really big ones, but they didn't have them in Home Bargains, and he's run out, so we just picked up a small one for £1.49 to keep him going till we go to the supermarket. Picked up a big peanut butter, a smooth one. Now I only eat the crunchy, I much prefer it, but the dog can't have the crunchy. And my mum bought him one of those little Kong toys that you put things inside, and my friend was saying that you can put peanut butter in it and freeze it, and it's a really good summer treat. So that's what we bought this for, and it was £2.99. Picked up a few little tonics. I saw these on the channel of Mr. Carrington and Luke Catlow. They'd picked some of these up. So you've got the little Fentimans Tonic Water. In their videos, Home Bargains had a massive range, but in our one, they literally just had tonic water. So these were 29p, and the Britvic tonic waters were also 29p. And the reason I got these is because if I fancy a gin and tonic, I generally only fancy one. And then you open a whole bottle of tonic and then it goes flat by the time I have another one. So it just feels wasteful. So I thought these would be better. And then I bought these to try. They were 79p, little barefoot wine seltzers. So a strawberry and guava flavour and a pineapple and passion fruit flavour. So I've never tried those, but I thought they'd be quite nice to pop in the fridge. And just after work, if I fancied an alcoholic beverage, but I didn't really want to open a big bottle of wine, then I've just got a little something to try. And I think that's all the food. So then we're just left with kind of home now. So starting at this end, I picked up a birthday card for 49p for my friend who's got a birthday next week, obviously. Picked up this pet drying noodle mitt for Chester for after he's had a bath. He was so soaked when we gave him a bath the other day. He's got such long fur, and we used the hairdryer on him. But this was advertised as $3.99, and I thought, do you know what, it's worth it. And actually, I've just looked at the receipt. Matt's playing with him, excuse the noises. But it came up as $1.49, so really pleased I picked that up. So that should just help dry him a little bit. Oh, Chester. Matt, why did you start now? And then Matt found this, which we thought was really fun. We've currently just got his dog food in the bags that we buy it in, but we thought this would be lovely on top of our fridge. So we'll decant the bags into that, and then it comes with this really fun little scoop on the side, and this was $5.99. So we'll measure out how much the scoop can hold, and then we'll know how many scoops to give him morning and night. And then a couple of home fragrance items. This diffuser here, Hibiscus and Sea Mist, was $1.99. It's one of the Wickford & Co ones. I always have a diffuser in our downstairs loo, always. And before we moved out, I bought quite a few. But we've pretty much, I think we've used every single one bar one at the moment, and that was one that we've bought since we've moved in. And then I also picked up this one here, which is a Botanica Caribbean Vetiver and Sandalwood, which I have in the candle and smells incredible. And we've also now put a diffuser in the front room on our bookcase, just because where the dog does wee, obviously when we're at work during the day, sometimes he uses the puppy pads and sometimes he doesn't. We're just trying to fragrance the room with something that's kind of out of his reach rather than a plug-in, in case he kind of investigates when we're not here. So I picked up a couple of those. That one was $2.49 if I've forgotten to say. Picked up this Sephora in Coastal Breeze because that's the pet-friendly one. It was $3.99 because it's the really big one. I know that we've got a pet-friendly one. I think it's the Mountain Air one that we've got. I don't know if we've got Coastal Breeze, but we're just a little bit worried about all the things that we've seen online with people that have used Fabulosa and Sephora around their pets, and then the pets have become really poorly. So we're going to try and only use, because he's not allowed upstairs, so we're going to try and use those products upstairs and in things like the kitchen bin, because we block off our kitchen at the moment until our kickboards are back in. He can get under the cupboards, so we can use it sort of in the kitchen and upstairs, sort of away from him, but we just wouldn't use it in this room. Picked up this Sephora here, which is pet friendly again, which is a disinfectant mist. I don't really use disinfectant mists that much, but I thought this would be really useful just in case he has done something and we just kind of want to spray it. Especially he'd pooed the other day and it was all up the skirting board, so it might be good to then just spray that afterwards, that sort of thing. Picked up a new flash. We've got an Ocean one that we've been using on the floor, but I got sucked in by the fact that this was Flash Pet Lovers, and it says Pet Odor Eliminator because it's got Febreze. I didn't actually smell this. It's a very similar colour to the one that we've got. Sorry, I know you're moving all over the place. It's because I'm trying to open the bottle. Oh, it smells really nice, actually. Yeah, that smells really nice. It's a bit citrusy. Yeah, it's a bit lemony. I really like that scent, actually. So that would be really good to use in here to make sure that we're getting all the pet odours up. Same with why we bought this one. So I used Dr. Beckman already. I think it's a really good product to have at home. But this is the Pet Stain and Odour Remover. And our floor in the conservatory gets really hot. So I've put a rug down here, but it's next to the puppy pads. So he keeps obviously then also being on the rug. It's an old one we were going to throw away anyway. So I'm not that sad about the rug itself, but obviously I don't want the smell while it's here. So I'm just going to be using that on the little spots where he wheezes. And we've bought a couple of products on Amazon that are coming today that hopefully will deter him from weeing on there and will attract him to the puppy pads. I picked up another Febreze. We do have quite a few like nice scents, like sort of the Himalayan mist and things like that, like all the, I don't know, like the special edition, like actual fragranced ones. But this one just says it's crisp, clean scent, and it's a heavy duty one, which in this room, when we've been at work all day, when he's weed and pooed, the stench when you open the door is quite strong. So we need a heavy duty one just for this room, as I say. And then my final items, I've got a top to share first, and then these were the thing that I was most hoping to find in Home Bargains. So let me share this dress with you. It's not a top, it's a dress. It's from the Jeff Banks range. It was £8 from Jeff & Co. And it's like this sort of dusky pink colour. And it's got little ruched shoulders, just little short sleeves that look like they're supposed to be a little bit loose. And then the dress itself is tiered. Trying to drop it down, so it's a nice little tiered dress. Now the material feels linen-y, so it's quite a heavy dress. So where the weather's obviously really hotting up, this might not be for now, although with just a pair of little cycle shorts underneath, just because I'm a curvy girl, so if you're a curvy girl, you know that shorts are the one under a dress, and maybe a pair of sandals, it might be cool enough. And if not, it's a good colour that would take me into autumn with just a pair of short leggings. So yeah, it's a versatile dress. I haven't tried it on yet, but I bought a size 14, which is normally my size in a dress because I like it. I could probably fit a 12, but it would be a little bit snug. So I tend to just buy 14, that gives me a bit of space. But this was the holy grail of my shopping trip. We do have quite a bit of fabric softener left in the cupboard, to be fair, but we are on our last bottle of detergent and we have no liquid tabs left. So I knew I needed to buy something when I was in there. I needed to buy Bold or Surf or whatever. But I found the new range and I went mad because it smells incredible. Oh, I can't stop sniffing it. So it's this new limited edition Ocean Breeze. It's the Summer Vibes one. Oh my goodness. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I love anything that's ocean scented. Love, love, love it. So this just really excited me, and I like the fact that they'll all smell the same, so then hopefully the clothes will smell beautiful, because I have noticed where we're using different things, sometimes you don't get the scent of one, you get the scent of the other, or it just makes a bit of an odd scent. So the Unstoppables were $2.99 and we picked up 2. The fabric softener was $2.99, again we picked up 2. The detergent was $4.99 and I picked up 3 because we do get through this quicker, where obviously we wash our towels without fabric softener, we wash our gym gear without fabric softener, our cloths, all things like that. So we do tend to get through detergent quicker. So I picked up 3 of those and then picked up a bag of the Bold pods. They didn't have these in the aisle with all of this. So I'd actually picked up some different ones. And then as we were walking around the shop, I found just one that somebody had put down somewhere else. And I was like, quick Matt, throw the other ones away. These are the ones we're getting. And these were $7.99 for $45. So that's actually quite good value. So yeah, super, super pleased that I was able to pick those up. I knew I needed to get detergent anyway, but just really excited that it was the one I was hoping to get. So that is my haul. I think I forgot to tell you the prices of these. So $3.99, $2.49, $1.99, $1.99, $2.99 were the prices of those. Yeah, that was my Home Bargains massive, massive haul. I have not been for so long. I got super excited and Matt was like, you can't be in here long. And I was like, don't be stupid. I'm going to go up every single aisle, even if I don't need anything in that aisle. And we were in there quite a while. But he didn't moan once, so props to him. Hope you liked that haul. Give me a thumbs up if you did. And subscribe if you haven't already for more hauls. Now that I'm breaking up for school next week, hopefully I'll be on the channel a lot more. Although this video, I'll have already been broken up when this video goes live. So yeah, hopefully you're seeing a little bit more from me. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye bye.